Did I miss the punching? Man. Punching's the best part. I want to spend more time in that underwater city. I want to take Yugiri home. Like, was freeing Doma not enough to, like, allow her to, like, visit for a minute? Like, I think she misses her parents. I think it would be cool to visit. Alright, let's get started. That's enough goofing around. I do kind of wish I had been a samurai, though. Ninja was cool in concept, but like gameplay-wise, I don't think I'm a fan. Where am I? Need to go to where courage endures. Abania. Right. Okay, so I believe the last thing that happened was they shot old man. Where am I? Alighieri? Casino, yay. Yep. If you ever want to see me off stream and just run into me by coincidence, the Golden Saucer is where you can find me. That's all the way over there. And it's not a gambling problem. I can quit anytime I want. Where am I actually going? Like, I don't see any aetheryte or anything. They're different instances usually, and you're on Hyperion on your main usually. She lives there. Yeah. Oh man. One of the biggest problems I've had in trying to like play Final Fantasy 14 seriously is the mini games are so fun. I end up doing that. Like, I'll start playing a new character in Final Fantasy 14 to experience all there is once more. And then I'll be like, you know what? I've never really played Triple Triad. And then I get super addicted to Triple Triad. I play that for 60 hours. And I'm like, I don't remember where I was in the story. Oh well, done playing. And then I'll try again like a couple years later. I'm like, you know, I never really gave the story a fair shot. Start a new character. And then I start a new character and then I'm like, oh, you know what? I've never tried Chocobo racing. Let's give that a shot. And I have a great time. Get Chocobo up to like level 9. Perfectly bred for speed and winning races. And I'm like, that was amazing. but I've forgotten where I was in the story. But now, I'm a streamer, and I have scheduled doing the main story. And so now I'm going to play nothing but main story quests. That's how I'm staying on track. If it wasn't for the stream, I'd be lost entirely. Okay. Hey, we found him. Good morning, everybody. I'm Old Man Sugarheart. Today we are playing Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, it's been a bit. Last week I got on call and it absolutely destroyed my Friday. I had to go into work at 3 a.m. and I didn't get off until like 7 p.m. It was gross. But I get Monday off because of that. Alpha Nose said we were looking for a Rogadin woman, right? And that we should answer her question with courage. I suppose we'll just have to strike up a conversation with every one of them till we find our contract. You know, if you find her, I'll do the same. Rides the shoe puff. Saw a friend of mine was playing Final Fantasy X. Again, Cold Target if you ever find him. City looks a little bit rubbish. Are you the only Rogadin woman here? You don't need a code. Ain't seen you around before. It takes a certain kind of man to walk into a place like this uninvited. Oh shit. I will go whither the wild rose blooms. See any roses around here? Cause I don't. Piss off. Alright. I'm trying to remember the code from like 2 weeks ago. Seen you around before? Times are tough. So am I. Oh, eh? I'll bet you are. Best of luck to you, soldier. Damn it. Am I the one who's supposed to say courage? I thought she was supposed to reply with courage. One with courage, I suppose. Courage, you say? Well, that's in short supply these days. Better keep your head down. Go along to survive. Call me a coward too, if you like, because I'll not speak on it more. Not at least not here. Outside Radiata, behind those barricades over yonder, on the other hand. Hey, was that who I think it was? I don't know, maybe. I forgot the password. That's a relief. Or a trap. Either way, I'll find Alpha No and Alice A. We'll meet you there. Not followed, were you? Good. That all of you, is it? Let's go to it. Then, name yourselves. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, friends of Marshal Terrapin. I feel like we haven't been called Scions in a while. Name's Stark Woad. The rest of you know, or we wouldn't be here. This is about the Specula Imperatoris and the cannon, isn't it? Just so, can you tell us what happened? I overheard the soldiers talking while working on the mess. The cerulean pipeline fueling the cannon was destroyed by an unidentified male insurgent, they said. One man single-handedly disabled the cannon. That beggars belief. You gotta head off to sleep. You'll leave on up the PC and lurk. That's sweet. You have a good rest. Nevertheless, that's what they said. It took a while, but they finally put the fires out, and the engineers have been working night and day to repair it. Wish I could tell you more, but the incident had everyone jumping at shadows, and I'm afraid to say much more. To make matters worse, the Alamegan help have been sent home indefinitely. The cannon could already be fully operational. You need to sneak inside Castrum Abania to ensure the cannon is no longer a threat to our troops. Can you help us? That much I can do. Pieced together a map of the interior over the years, and I know for a fact there are multiple points of entry. Impressive. We split into several groups. That may improve our odds of reaching the fire control center. Maybe few in numbers, but I have faith we can see this through. New stabbers. How do they look? Well, they certainly look pointy. Okay, maybe not that pointy. They need to be thinner. God, new pants too? How do they look with short shorts? I don't, in my personal life, I don't like the tight grip around where the legs end. Like for me, like they gotta be baggy down there. It just feels weird to constrict them. We have that which we came for. All that remains is to make our preparations. Lisa and her unit will make for our primary objective, the fire control center. At the same time, we will enter the castrum by way of ventilation ducts, whereupon we will proceed into weapons research and create a diversion. If all goes to plan, our parties will subsequently converge, and together we will secure the cannon before finally notifying the Alliance that they are clear to attack. Sounds simple enough. I'll go and brief Nago on the details. The rest of you come with me. We'll need to deal with the Magitech patrols before you can infiltrate the castrum. I need some more pants. I've got this problem. And the problem is, I destroy pants. I don't know if this is a common problem that a lot of people have. It's definitely one I have. Very recently-ish. What I did was an experiment where I bought a bunch of pants. And the pants were all of like different brands and whatnot. In the experiment, was to see like which one of them held up the best. Because I don't know what it is. I destroy pants and I destroy shoes. I also destroy watches. Never been able to wear those successfully either. I think I'm just a little too rough with my extremities. Almost there, friends. Your point of entry is just around the bend up ahead. Last patrol should be here any moment. Once you've dealt with them, it'll be clear to advance, assuming they keep their usual distance. Might be prudent to stand watch for a moment after, just in case. But I am down to my last pair of pants. And if you're curious, it was the Dickies. Dickies were the most survivable pants, which makes a lot of sense. They also were the most difficult to move around in. By Ralger, I knew you were a lot were good, but I never expected you to defeat them so swiftly. Old is the finest warrior I know, and I should like to think that we've learned something from our time in his company. Now, where's the entrance to the ducks? Right behind you. I mapped the branches, so you should have no trouble reaching the right hangars, or any number of other places. Understood. Thank you again for your invaluable assistance. As discussed, Old, we shall infiltrate the Castrum and cause as much chaos as possible. This will draw the Imperials away from Lise and her men, thereby allowing them to safely reach the fire control center. If there's nothing else, oof. Oh God. I'll return to the resistance forces and show them to the entrance. May Ralger guide you to victory. This is your last chance to make your preparations, Old. And when you and yours are ready, we shall begin. Okay? Now hold on. I didn't know I had to do a dungeon yet. I swore there were a whole bunch of quests in between then and now. Well, shoot. It's like we're doing a dungeon today. Maybe I'm thinking of the next trial. Maybe there are a bunch of quests before the next trial. But I am not mentally prepared for this. I hope it's not tricky. But this is why we play with NPCs. If anything goes horribly wrong, it's just me who suffers. And you, I guess, the viewers. Oh, a gorilla robot. He seemed fun. I think if you have a robot that moves like a gorilla.
Come no closer.
And like whoever you're fighting is going to be just absolutely terrified all the time.
You shall fall soon enough.
Ooh. Is there a nice view out there? Hello, Bits. Now, if you've been watching Final Fantasy XIV for a while, you might know that outside of Final Fantasy XIV, I'm playing a bunch of different other games. But you might not know which one I'm up to at this point. My off time, I'm playing a lot of Dune Awakening. And I'm really getting those vibes from this base here. And it's nice. I like Dune Awakening. I know you. Magna Rotor. Hydrate a little bit. Wah. That seems easy enough. I do like his little zippies. They're super easy to predict.
You shall fall soon enough.
So close. Did I get anything cool? New pants. Them's fighting pants. Is this one of the deals where I have to like stop these?
Come no closer.
Yeah, we did our best. Morning. Did I decide what class I will use once you're done with ninja? Yeah. We decided we're gonna go with Black Mage for Shadowbringers. So that's the plan anyway. Which makes a lot of sense. They seem like a good shadowy class. And I know for Endwalker we're going to want to do a ranged physical DPS. Which I think, what is only 3 classes, right? There's Machinist, Archer, and Dancer. I don't think I'll go Dancer. Because as sexy as that would be, I don't think people tune in to me for the sexiness. That's just kind of like an added bonus. Oh wow, you've never actually seen a Black Mage's skills? You're usually so wrapped up in the boss mechanics? Yeah.
Release.
Sploosh. So I may be mistaken, but I think the biggest deal with Black Mages is learning how to slide cast, which is like right at near the end of your spell before it's quite over. You move. Which I'm excited to learn how to do. I don't think it'll be too bad. But I've never actually seen their skills either. I think for the DPS, it's probably one of the most simple classes. Because, like, what is there to it? You just gotta...
Focus. Release.
You just gotta keep from standing still. And so the skill comes into like not standing in places that are going to eventually get hit. Which is going to be hard for us because I'm in parts of the game where I've never been before. So I have no idea where it's going to be safe to stand. Which I don't think will be too bad. I think you just got to prioritize moving over doing damage. Like, play it safe. Better for everyone if I'm alive. Go easy on the healers. Make them not have to res often. Special subject number 24. Doink.
Let's give them a show.
This guy's an interesting fight. Making me pay attention to the ground like that. Oh, am I just gonna face tank this? What if I dodge? Please heal me. I can't do it myself.
It's all over now.
For the House of Leveilleur!
Part of me is wondering, since my NPCs are immortal, please stack up on me. Like, maybe it would be worth it to not take hits on the group ups. Like, you know, sacrifice one for the good of me. Whew. We did it. We're level 70 now. Speaking of ninja, we have to do our ninja job quest at some point. Congrats on that level up. Thank you, Tindays. It's also good to see you again. When was the last time we saw you? You been in here since the Mongol lizards? You're here during the fall of Doma Castle? Oh yeah. Well, it's still good to see you.
Come no closer.
We're getting to the point where there's going to be another trial soon. I don't know what the next trial is. I imagine it's fighting whatever happened to, I don't know, the wolf girl with the highlights. You know who I mean. The Alamegan trader. You got Bionic Woman a little bit ago. I'm excited to see what that does to her. Excuse me. Because of the, I think we got like a preview of that transformation, right? With the big green guy. But he didn't really change all that much. So I'm not expecting her to be like a Gundam with a human head. She might be though. I don't think Final Fantasy XIV would do that, though. Like, it's the female, like, armor stereotype. Right? She's got to be in, like, a chainmail bikini. Except, like, it would be like a robot bikini. Like, they'd put a dude in a giant suit of armor like this. You can't do that to the ladies. At least not in Japan. In the US, I think we're getting closer to try, like, the lady-headed Gundam. Hear that, developers? You could be the first to make a lady-headed Gundam. Although XCOM Enemy Unknown kind of did the lady-headed Gundam bit, except it was like whatever soldier they got. I think it was the Enemy Within expansion, where they would like saw off your arms and legs and then put you in a giant robot suit. I have one more trial and a dungeon, one more dungeon and a trial right after that. I have a what? Like today? I thought there was a big series of quests in between now and the trial. Or maybe you mean like, you know, after all those little mini quests. Probably not today. Okay. I do keep an eye on like what quest I am in like the big list of main story quests, so I can plan accordingly. I don't know what you're doing. What was that spit? See me kick him in the shin.
My pride.
Do you? I don't need you to have your pride. I need you to have the aggro. As long as you have that, we're cool, man. Oh wait, you're not the tank. Generic resistance fighter is the tank. What are you doing? Is it good that I killed that? It looked like it was carrying a bomb. Final sploosh.
Release.
Okay, maybe this is the final sploosh. It was gonna buff the boss. Neat. That was the whole duty, huh? That was an easy one. So far, like, the hardest duty I've done is Bardam's Medal, but only because I had no idea what I was doing. Like, that was a good traditional don't stand in the yuck. I can do that all day.
Understood. We're on our way.
Oh wait, was that the lady? She wasn't a Gundam.
Lisa's unit should be advancing upon the fire control center in the command tower. Let us join them.
Alright, I think my outfit's turning clown suit enough that I need to go back to my glamour.
Lise, thank the 12 you're all right.
And you. There's the control center. Let's hit them hard and fast. Ready?
What? You're not a Gundam.
They're here!
It was you, wasn't it?
I gave the order to fire.
It was over! The Skulls had surrendered, no one else had to die, and you killed them! Your own people! Your own comrades!
You're right. I killed them. Ansfrid, Rudolf, Emlyn, all the rest. Trained and fought with every last one of them. Good soldiers to a man. I gave the order that led to their deaths. And I knew exactly what I was doing.
But why? Why would you do that?
They died so that all Alamegans could live free. That was all we ever wanted. We made a promise that we would do whatever it took, so that one day the Imperials would learn to accept us. But everything comes at a price. And if you haven't got the means to pay, then you pay with blood. Service guarantees citizenship, but citizenship guarantees naught. It's not enough to do your part, oh no. You have to run faster, fight harder, kill more and more and more, and only then will you be equal. That's just how it is out here in the provinces. You buy your freedom with blood. There is no other way.
Shut up! Shut your mouth! You don't get to talk about freedom! You killed your own! They trusted you, and you killed them! Murderer! Butcher! Traitor!
Oh, she's got the shring gun.
Lise!
Gotcha!
I know what you can do. I've already seen it.
Alize!
Really gonna make me Naruto run in the cutscenes.
Even so, the odds are against me.
Coward! Get back here!
Which way did she go? It's a mystery.
Hero! Lord Xenos invites you to join him for the royal hunt, to be hosted at the palace. You may bring your horde, if you like. All are welcome.
Well, now she's a Gundam. She's just like a little, like Bowser Clown Boat style Gundam.
But we'll need to carry her. Will you help me? Thank you. Lise, I leave matters here in your hands.
Right.
Well, we did it. Castrum Abania belongs to us now. Nago and her people also took Alice to Radiata to receive treatment. Alpha No tells me she's going to make a full recovery. I know I should be happy we won with minimal casualties, but somehow it feels empty. Should report to General Aldine. Trial wasn't here, but who knows? Maybe one of Rauban's men found something which could lead us to her. Can't hurt to ask anyway. Yeah, I definitely need to hit up the glamour again. Not today, apparently. How's it going? Old, Commander Hext, fine work you did today. After Specula Imperatoris, we needed a resounding victory like this. Thanks to you, Ralgra's star yet burns bright. I'm glad, I really am, but you should know that Alice was injured in the fighting. Regrettable, but I'm pleased to hear she will make a full recovery. Ordola's parting words, on the other hand, ring less favorably in my ears. But if Xenos wishes to invite us to a so-called royal hunt, then this bull would fain accept. What troubles you, Lise? It's nothing really. Just that we're almost to the end, but we still gotta save Kryle and do so much more. We'll find her soon enough. Pippin has his best men scouring the Castrum's archives as we speak. Listen, Lise, it'll take time for us to fully occupy the Castrum and prepare to advance on the locks. While we wait, there's something I would like to show you, both of you. After all, it's maybe the last chance we have to catch our breath before the final push. Don't see why not. Then come with me to Radiata. From there, we'll need to follow another road south. You can only apply glams in safe areas, which, if you remember, are only towns with teleport crystals. It felt like in Realm Reborn, and maybe even Heaven's Ward, we could do it just wherever, but like maybe we were just in safe areas often. Like in Heaven's Ward and Realm Reborn, like the cities were there. Like, you were doing less advancing on enemy territory and more, like, go do a thing and then report back to base. Like, is this place good? Nope. Even after all these years, it's still the same. But I'm getting ahead of myself. You deserve a proper welcome. This little baby Raubon's house. Sugar. Hey, Sugar. Wonder what blue quest he has on his head. Old Lise, I brought both of you here for a reason.
I wanted to show you this house. My house.
You mean this is where you grew up?
Aye. Not much to look at, is it? Same could be said of the village. It was damn near impossible to live off the land, barren as it was. Which is why so many of us traded our plowshares for swords. Swords and uniforms, mind. We became military men. Tensions were rising between Alamigo and the Empire, and there was always a need for more soldiers to watch the border. It was only a matter of time before the first skirmishes broke out. It's a frightening thing to face Magitech armor for the first time. But after a lot of trial and error, I found ways to bring them down. After a few victories, people even said I had a knack for it. And then one day they hit us. Hard. I was wounded and sent home to recover. Back here,
get to see little baby Raban? Well, he probably wasn't a toddler when he was fighting.
Will you remain silent for fear of the Mad King's vengeance? Of his eyes and ears in the shadows and his knives in the dark? You, who call this living dishonor our nation. It is but a slow death. Liberty or death? Liberty or death? If this be your creed, then raise up your hands, raise up your voices! Together we will tear Theodoric from the throne! Together we will reclaim our freedom!
Oh, that guy. Come on, let me see Raban's face.
Send you home to mend, did they?
Aye, sir. Garlean's got the better of us. The chirurgeons say I'm healing well, so it won't be long now.
Liberty or death, is it? Tell me, soldier. What do you think those words mean?
Seems pretty straightforward. Liberty or
We
death.
must needs be willing to die for liberty.
Spoken like a true patriot. But liberty should not be the end in of itself. Liberty is a chance to build something better. A stronger, more prosperous home for our people. It's not quick or easy work. And it is never truly finished. But if you neglect it, then sooner or later, you look up to find you've traded one tyrant for another.
Well, sir, I've never asked for much. Never wanted to live like a king, just wish it were a little bit easier is all. For me and everyone else. And I'm willing to die for that, if that's what it takes.
Dying is easy, soldier. Living is harder. Rest, mend. Regain your strength. You'll need it in the days to come.
I've skipped the last thing he said, but it still worked.
Conrad chose you as his successor, Lys, and I will not gainsay his decision. I have but one question to ask. Liberty or death? Those were Curtis's words and his creed. Will you swear by your father's creed before your comrades and the gods?
God, Curtis was her dad's name.
Liberty or death. That's all you can hope for in war. Father understood that. And you want to know if I do too. I swear to you, here and now, I will fight until the end. Be it liberty or be it death. But the freedom we win must be for every Alamegan, even ones like Fordola, though they may hate us, and the Enanta, though they may fear us. We'll fight, and we'll talk, and we'll find a way to make it work for all of us. Compared to all that, retaking our home will seem like the easy part.
A good oath. And there is naught else to say. You are indeed your father's daughter.
much time do I have? 15 minutes. Oh. Even a blind man can see that Lise wasn't herself. Not that I don't understand. Be thrust into a position of authority under such circumstances to be made responsible for the lives of so many. It isn't easy. And when you see your friend get cut down before your eyes, it only gets harder. I'll wager she thought Alice was dead for a moment back there. There's one thing to risk your life for the cause, but to risk that of another is a burden no soldier is ever truly ready to shoulder. Fear, the guilt, it weighs on her. That's good. Make her a better commander. But she needs to learn to carry it. Try not to let it break her. Remember that some causes are worth fighting for. Liberty or death. Her father's words gave me strength once. Maybe they'll do the same for her now. Right then, I think I've said enough. The two of you can head back. I mean to stay a bit longer. Hi, Cecile. Ah, water in the flowers? Is that your black mage get-up? Ah, good to see you again. Where's my emote wheel? Keep it somewhere. That is the very threatening victory pose. Here, I give you joy instead. And a thumbs up. Alright. Back to business. I understand he's been away for a long time. He probably wants to be alone for a while. Let's head back to Radiata. Bloop. I'm off to the Radiata. Bye, Cecile. Unless you come with. That could be one of those awkward moments where you say goodbye to somebody and then you head off in the same direction. And you're like, I don't know if we can talk. I see the shadow. Wait, am I the only one who feels like I'm being watched? Yeah, that's her. That's Cecile. She's cool. She's with me. I don't know if it's Imperials or bandits, but I know there's more than one of them. Let's split up. You head northwest, I'll head northeast. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. Island Erica. Ugh. Erica's always like this. And behind the rock, are they? Hey guys, what are we looking at? 7 Hills! He's seen us! Sod it! Dead's as good as alive to the Imperials. Alright, where's he now? Back to the dungeon area. Whoop. Wait, where is it? There you are. They attacked you too, didn't they? I had no choice. They're Alamegan, not even conscripts by the look of them, barely adults. In fact, some of their faces look familiar. Wait, I remember, they're from Radiata. Must have seen us when we were looking for Stark. He probably thought the Imperials would reward them if they captured or killed. Oh gods, Alisei and Alpha No could be in danger too. We have to get back to Radiata and find Nago. I'm actually more concerned about our trader friend. I don't see her around. What's all this about? You two look ready for a fight. We were ambushed by villagers outside of Radiata. Thought they might try to attack you too. Are you alright? Aye, we're fine. Twins are at Stark's. Alisei was asleep last I checked. I'm sorry, did you say you were ambushed by villagers, not soldiers? Did they not see what you just did to Castrum Abania? Goddamn fools. Least old, we overheard you talking. Ones that attacked you, they were young, less than 20 summers? I thought so. It's always the young ones who have only ever known the occupation. They're the ones you've got to look out for. See, the only decent work to be found in Radiata is for the Imperials, and everyone knows it. Children grow up knowing it. They have it pounded into their skulls that the best they can hope for is to serve an Imperial officer. Bloody fools. After everything they've seen us accomplish, they ought to be begging to fight for the Resistance, not against us. They've been living in the shadow of the Castrum their whole lives. A few victories won't change that. You get some who can't wait to spit in a soldier's eye, but they get beaten for their troubles or worse. Even so. And the ones that don't fight back but refuse to beg, well, they just starve. Beat the dog that bites his master's hand and ignore the dog that refuses to do his bidding, see? In the end, the only ones that learn to abide are the ones that survive. Now, you may say that's all about to change, and I believe you. Many here do. But a young man or woman who grew up knowing what he knows has got every reason to doubt. I feel like I butchered that sentence. Remember that. Do what you have to, if it comes to it, but remember that. The sooner we liberate Alamigo and bring an end to the occupation, the better. Only then can we show these youths that things do not have to be this way. Only then will they know what it lives to mean live free. We're gonna build a new home for ourselves, together. A better home than they have ever known. Sounds cool. Do I have... Those are worse than the shoes I picked up in the dungeon. Materia. I've been thinking, if Alisei needs more time to heal, maybe we should move her to Ralger's Reach? She can receive much better care there. After all, our infirmary's probably the best place for her, short of sending her to Gridania. Indeed. And given what Mistress Woad has told us, I would rather she did not remain here. And it's settled. Nago, go and see if about getting us a carriage and an escort. Alpha, no? Get your sister ready for the journey. Old, would you mind going on ahead and telling Orella that we're on our way? I want a bed waiting for Alisei when she arrives, thanks. Is this one of the super fast quests? Teleport to a place and say a thing? So far, the record for fastest quest I've ever done was one of the ninja job quests, and it was like 1 minute and 22 seconds. The quest start was like right outside the ninja door, and I was like, oh hey, he's waiting inside for you. And you go in and he says, oh hey, I was waiting inside for you. And that was it. Out of the 500 to 600 quests I've done so far, that's the shortest one. I looked over some damage numbers for the ninja. Once you hit level 76, you'll have access to stronger single target skills outside of the Shadow Walker trick attack combo you do. So keep an eye out for the new skills unlocked at 76. I am 75. Didn't I could have swore I just turned 70. Maybe I was level capped in the last quest I was at. But that's good to know. You require assistance. Very well. We'll make ready to receive the patient at once. Give me a hand, would you? There, all crisp and freshly laundered. We're here. Is everything in order? Yeah. Right, we're bringing her in. Honestly, Alphino, you needn't have gone through all this trouble. Yeah, I say. Seemed like a good way to discourage you from limping off to battle when my back was turned. Listen to Aurella, please. You need your rest. I know. Any news of Kryle? She'll be cross if you make her wait too long, as will I. A chilling prospect indeed. I'll find her, sister, and I'll fight twice as hard for both of us. They're good together, and they're not at each other's throats. Miss that feeling. Old, I have a favor to ask. Would you mind waiting outside for me? I won't be a moment. I've got a young son and daughter, and it's hard to keep them from being at each other's throats. Trying to convince them that they're on the same team is so hard. Had to deal with a work quest, but you're in a safe zone now and should be able to change clothes. Ooh. Doop. There we go. Looking handsome. And yes, I did pull out the daggers just so I could do a flip. Damn.
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
I like that the cameraman took a picture of her feet too.
Well, what do you think? I know it's a bit old-fashioned, but in a traditional sort of way, Ida wore it whenever she could. Not that I'm pretending to be her or anything. not again. It's just... if this is the last battle we fight to free Alamigo, then she ought to be a part of it.
It suits you. Red and white's my favorite color, too.
It's nice of you to say so. And a bit embarrassing. But mostly nice.
I feel like she's more clothed, but looks more naked. It's really impressive how she pulled that off.
Anyway, the real reason I asked you here was to sneak in a warm-up before the final battle. There's this place I know where monks used to spar as part of their training. Care to join me?
Do we get to do the trailer thing? It's 7:30 a.m. Are you okay on time? I will be okay. Like, I can be a few minutes late. Like, my alarm did go off. It is time to quit, but, you know, right after this quest. I want to see the trailer moment. Did they kiss? Got a good screenshot there. Maybe we got a little carried away, but you have to admit that was fun. Thank you, old. You're the best kind of friend. The kind that's not afraid to knock some sense into you. I like how she got dressed up so I could kick her in the face. Cheek to cheek, whoa. I feel like that's as close as this game has gotten to like romance options. But yeah, I do have to go. I have to go get the kids to school. It was great hanging out. And I hope you all have a great day. And I'll be back next week, assuming there's no giant work fires like there was last week. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye. Stick around. I'll find somebody to raid. YouTube or Twitch, wherever you are. Looks like our friend Sandra's playing. I think she streams on YouTube too now. We'll find out. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.